All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a handoff to Crowell. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down throw, Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit!
Second down and 10, Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now first and 10 at their own 18. On first and 10, Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
53.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off-play action. Keenum. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Terrell Basham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. New York set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Darnold from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for a new one there. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at first and goal. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
To throw is Keenum. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he turned it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Darnold on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Patriot!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Keenum now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22! Down!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Keenum. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go. Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, 50. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange. Cut.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a give to Crowell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke, and he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Fresh off the pick six, here's Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Roger. Hey, orange. On 53.
On first down, Keenum. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Herndon's got it complete. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
To the air again, Darnold. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Darnold now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up his time. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground now with Corral. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Running left is Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Onunwa's got it complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Down, down. Very left, very left. Get up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go down, 52. All right. Go doctor, doctor.
Keenum will try again on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon. On third and long, it's Keenum. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Keenum, got to have this one. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Brandon Copeland getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sam Darnold looking like he belongs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Let's go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Watch the twist. Run! 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 You don't want no problem.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 7.